Yeah. So okay, we went to war. We took on Wednesday before the debate. We talked at length about the Snark subreddit, which is just a toxic, horrific, hateful place. You can continue with the music. It's a vibe, even though I'm not going to call it a war, but it is. I do like the atmosphere. I like to hear the drum beat. Everyone knows that the war drum increases strength by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Double kill. It's a morale bonus, actually.
Big time.
Doesn't stack with other morale bonuses provided by, say, like a paladin.
Thank you.
Aura, or something like that. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, we talked about some of the horrific stuff that they had done. They've harassed each and every one of us and caused just a hellish time. Came to a head for me when somebody posted there a fake post that we were removing posts about Ramadan. And it went viral on Twitter, and it became this whole thing. And so for me, I'm like, okay, well, it's fake. So now I expect everybody to at least just, correct the record. Say retraction. If you're out there sharing the story, you can say, listen, that was fake, and erase the tweet.
Rewind time.
Seems reasonable. Now, the Snark page and some people who I were talking about still are refusing to remove it. They've said, where is it? Where's the original one? Just to rejog.
Delete the hateful tweet in question.
I'll grab it one sec.
Oh,
so loud.
That was
Amy's
really
at
loud
home.
for some reason.
Amy's at home because there's a furniture thing happening. You'll be in later?
It depends when it's delivered.
Mm-hmm. God damn, this cough. Thank you. So, just ordered a tapestry jacket. Thank you so much, Veronica. You're gonna love that thing, man. Really, you will. Let me stand up. I mean, look at this shit.
Stand up.
Fuck,
He's up.
Sick, bro. Dude, feel that?
Sheesh.
Please clap. Please clap.
That's nice.
Okay, anyway. So,
Please clap.
Snark, oh, here it is. Thank you, guys. So this is the post in question that went viral on the Snark subreddit, and then from there went viral on Twitter. Happy Ramadan to AB and the Muslim H3 fam. As you know, me, the violently hateful Ethan
Jews.
Klein, who hates all Muslims, including 2 of my close, 2 people very close to me. The moderators removed this post from feed, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, this post has been removed by moderators. So they say, you can't prove to us that this is fake, which is somewhat true. I mean, it's obvious to anybody who's operating in good faith that it was faked. It was made by an account with one post, a brand new poster, with this only one post. But like, if
I guess it should be said, like, we can technically prove it, but it's hard to prove the lack of something's existence. The proof is that there is no record of it being removed in our mod log. So outside of inviting a third party to come inspect our mod log, which I guess if it came to that, we could do. But yeah, like you said, until now, you basically have to take our word for it that it's not there.
And so, like, if you're one of these Twitter people, if we're talking about like defamation, then you're right in terms of we haven't shown like 100% conclusive proof that it's fake. So that's what we're here to do today. That's right. We got it. We got more, baby. We are coming, and we are coming in waves.
We are coming, and we are coming in waves.
Now check this out. Let me pull up the right one here. Reverse engineered by this amazing guy. I want to say big shout out. He's a longtime fan, and he's always making really valuable contributions to the community. He's a Greek dude, Antonaros.
Love him.
He's cool, right?
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah.
So check this out. And Misha, whoever you are, you asshole on Twitter. You asked for proof, so here it is, okay? All right. This Antonio Antenaris reverse engineered how the Snarker's Ramadan post was faked. Even though Ethan and the crew said the post was faked and they could find no record of it, I'm sure many people could claim that they are just lying. True, and fair enough. Well, I'm here to shut that BS down and prove that it was 100% faked. We love you, King. Here's the image exactly as it was posted on the Snark page. As I described. First of all, there are services that can recover deleted posts from anywhere on Reddit, and searching for a post titled Happy Ramadan to AB and Muslim HC fam yields no results. I guess one could argue that the service didn't scrape the post quick enough before it got removed, so let's ignore that. And also, fair. Then he noticed in the screenshot, the post had the podcast tag. And lucky for us, a few pixels from the hidden username are still visible. I went to every removed post tagged with the podcast from the last few days until I found this one. Can you believe it? Here was a removed post. Have Sam Cedar on instead of a snarker. we were joking about this on the members live. We were joking about having one of these people on to like debate or have a conversation or whatever, and they go, "No, we will not debate you, Ethan. We want you to debate Sam Cedar." I was like, "About Snark? Sam Cedar's going to come debate me about if it's okay to harass people's family members?"
Wow, what a fucking nightmare.
Damn. Okay. But I think their point being is that the whole thing is I think it's turned a lot into some kind of Twitter activism gone sexual, to use the YouTube parlance. So here's this image that we found from a real post. Notice that the upvote count is exactly the same. The comment number is different, but that could be explained by people arguing in the comments after it got removed, or simply the snarker changed it for whatever reason. So here it was 14, and this one it's 52. However, overlaying this post on top of the other, we can clearly see that the few visible pixels of the username are perfectly lining up. To feast your eyes. So here is, I mean, what do you want? Right?
It's pretty funny that they left a little bit of their username showing.
What
a little more thorough with the scribbling.
What a fucking idiot.
Oops.
So there you go. People say, "Oh, who cares that it's just a one-day-old account?" People say, "You haven't proven it." Well, here it is. A clear evidence that this person ripped this post off and just changed the source code.
You proved it.
And again, we thought it was odd that they blurred out the character name, and now we see why. It was really even a super low effort. Like, I don't think less effort could have gone into this for all you fucking morons and pathetic losers to buy into it. And y'all think you think you can follow current events and give your opinion on them after you got suckered into this? You should go hide in shame, actually.
You know what was pointed out to me that I didn't even realize at first is that because the account's age, because it was like a day-old throwaway account. Oh, wait, actually, because they said the main account was the one that originally made the post, so never mind.
So I'll say this to everyone who's holding out that I'm lying. So I want to give everybody, specifically, I want to give Misha the opportunity to now that she's seen proof,
delete the hateful tweet
to
in
delete
question.
the hateful tweets in question and to issue a retraction. You don't even have to apologize. You know what I mean? Just tell your followers. If you want to apologize, I'll listen.
Delete.
I'll even forgive you, girl. I understand tensions are high. But all I want from you is a retraction and to erase the tweets. That's it. And then we won't have a problem. If that doesn't happen, then we will have a problem. I think that's pretty reasonable. And that's all I have to say about that. About her specifically. I have a lot more to say. So it turns out there's something else about this user that I think might be of interest to snarkers and Twitter users alike. So not only did we find out that this post was faked, we actually found out that this user had posted one other thing a few days before this. What was that thing?
We got him.
The snarker's profile history through the service that saves deleted posts. Their only post other than the fake one was a week ago on the subreddit Ask Gay Bros with a attempt to say that they hooked up with AB.
We got him.
I hooked up with AB from the H3 podcast. 2 years ago, I hooked up with AB. I found him on Tinder. At the time, I didn't know H3 or who AB was. It happened one night, and I forgot about it. Recently, I saw him on YouTube on the H3 podcast, and I remembered him from that night. I find it funny and crazy that I had an encounter with someone on YouTube. Sharing from a throwaway because I have some personal info on my main account, I'm sure. AB, you've been accused.
I'm gay.
Somehow, by some cosmic coincidence, this dude that you had a secret gay relationship with was also the one that we were moderated out of existence. It's a shame that all happened. Your thoughts, AB?
It's wild. I don't know. Maybe after we hooked up, I converted him to Islam, being he's so passionate about it now.
That he's posting. That seems reasonable,
Yeah.
and now I think actually it's all true.
I'm gay.
15% chance it's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Depends on the day. That's how it works.
Yeah. No,
I'm
that
feeling
is
gay
wild.
today.
I love it. I have a secret gay Tinder. There's no other details, just that we hooked up 2 years ago. Lovely.
Yeah.
Clearly
Actually,
it's because they know where I come from and they're trying to cause trouble with me and my family or whatever, or my hometown. But yeah. Wow.
yeah, you come from a or where there is a lot of conservative people
Yeah.
that probably would not they would not take kindly to such things.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm interested in about this person is they seem to have some kind of obsession with fucking with you, obviously from this, but the Ramadan thing also put you in the crosshairs because you were getting things like, why, when people thought it was real, they're like, how dare you not stand up for our people and stuff, like pitting us against each other. And
Yeah.
Whoever's doing this, for some reason, has decided, I feel, to target you and to try to cause friction between us.
Well, I think because at the moment, because they want to go after you, I kind of get in the way of that because I'm clear proof that, you don't have anything against Arabs. You hired me and my wife, brought us all the way out here. And, it's at the time they're using me basically. I'm convenient for them to use. But when they can't use me, whenever I defend you, that pisses them off. So they kind of go the opposite way.
Isn't it crazy how cynical? It's so fucking gross and cynical that these people come together and they act like they're activists, like they care about anything. But look how they all rally around like just literal hate, exploiting you and your identity to lie, to by a designed lie. It's so cynical. How can this this is just shameful shit, dude.
A big lie.
Yeah, and they'll never be satisfied. There'll always be another lie or something. They were saying that I lied about there being a Zionist article in the front page of my newspaper in college that I got removed. I actually found the article
Oh, you had to fuck.
right here. Not all
need you-
fears are phobias. That's what it says. And this is all justifying Islamophobia. This is from 2011. It's in the University of Michigan Journal. Yeah, Michigan Journal.
Why
right
would
there.
they call you out for
Yeah,
that?
why would they
That's
say-
such an easily
I know.
provable thing. Like,
Crazy.
I mean, why would they
Stupid,
say
dude.
that I hooked up with a dude 2 years ago? You know what I mean? It's just
yeah.
they're
Well, we
pretty
established
desperate.
that one might be true.
Right.
15%.
Also, I keep saying too that they think I'm Palestinian. I'm not Palestinian. I'm Lebanese, but I just find it funny. Like they're just like
I don't believe there's a big difference to them.
No, there's not. They're just like shame on him. He's Palestinian. And then when I do wear the scarf or I do speak up for it, they say, oh, his dad must have talked to him about it. He must not be able to return home.
Yikes.
That's.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There's like,
I'm sorry, AB.
How much they think about it and they build like this whole mythos. They're like Tolkien with the world building they do in their head.
It's the misplaced like outrage. It's like what is happening is horrific and urgent in the world, and like why would you put any like negative attention towards
an
like,
associate producer of a podcast, a
Muslim podcast producer who's clearly like struggling.
Yeah.
And leave it alone.
Yeah.
Actually, because they don't care at all.
Thank you, Queen.
They literally don't care at all. It's just another opportunity for them to like come at us. It's really a sick thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Come get it.
I'm sorry, AB, that you've had to deal with this. It's really fucked up. But there has been some good developments in the Snark world. I don't know if what Reddit's done. I'll say this: you guys might get a kick out of this. We've been talking about how Reddit is such a fucked up, hypocritical loser shithole, and they're protecting this. Like, need I say any more about this community?
Right.
We got a warning. Reddit came and warned us. You like them apples? They go, we got 2 of them, right?
No, it was just one. There was a follow-up message that was just because we were very polite in our response, and we just said we are happy to take all steps necessary to accommodate your rules, and could you please provide us with some advice on how we can better do that? And their reply was just that advice. So it very much was a warning. Like we weren't in any real trouble, but
still nice to know that they care.
Right.
Hello, everyone. We're reaching out today as your community has violated Rule 3. Rule 3 states that your community should not be used to direct, coordinate, or encourage interference in other communities and or target Redditors for harassment. Dude, that is insane.
It's
That
like
is
verbatim what the Snark
that's their
subreddit
mission
is.
statement.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane.
So, okay, fair enough. I
mean, the reality is it's a subreddit, you know, and despite what they may think, anybody can post whatever. There may have been some rule violating stuff. We do our best to remove it. There was one post in particular that we speculated would be about. It was removed in under an hour. It was in 45 minutes, which, I mean,
that's really
I feel like that's a reasonable amount of time to bounce a post. You know what I mean? Where
Absolutely.
And all it was screenshots from their subreddit, but it wasn't censored. It showed the usernames on there, and that is technically against the rules. We did remove it for that reason. Not fast enough, I guess.
Our mod team is great, and ours is really good.
They've been very helpful throughout.
But okay, thank you for the heads up, Reddit. I'm glad that they're like, you know who's really fucking up in this situation? The H3 guys. We
Right.
got to talk to them. But there was an interesting twist. First, we noticed that this person was unmodded. We found this post. H3 Snark update. Hello, everyone. I was a mod on H3 Snark and have been removed without warning. Oh my God. You get to go get a job now? I mean, listen, they go, after spending time moderating the sub after the brigading, like whoever you are, this is a good twist of fortune for you.
Right.
It's time to move on.
Take it as a sign. Absolutely. Is this a sign of a schism of some kind within the cabal?
It absolutely is. They said not exactly sure what's happening with that sub, but I guess this may be the new discussion sub. So okay, whatever they.
Okay, fair enough.
But what has happened now is the subreddit went private. Prison for they say this community is private and only approved members can view and partake.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what is happening or why, I don't think it's been shut down by Reddit, as this is their darling subreddit, and they believe that harassing us and our extended family is a part of their mission statement.
Well, I'm just purely speculating here. I suspect that when we got that message, they may have simultaneously gotten a message, and maybe theirs maybe a little bit stern. Where ours was a slap on the wrist, theirs may have been sterner, and this may be a step to prevent it from getting shut down completely.
I think that anything beyond shutting down is a disgrace. Just straight up turning it off is a fucking joke.
I have noticed that does seem to be Reddit's sort of operating procedure with these things, is to give the sub opportunities to clean up their act before they move in, unless it's just like straight CP that's being posted on there or something, obviously. But
I don't
like,
know. They gave
when it's like these
Jailbait a nice
controversial
run.
communities, they usually. I remember when the Donald was getting banned. Although who knows how truthful those mods were, but they kept saying that the admins were working with them on ways to keep the sub, but then eventually they did shut it down. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I always love to talk about how Reddit left Jailbait up for so long.
Yeah, until it got some media attention.
Incredible.
Usually that is the way it goes. They don't really do anything unless they're getting heat.
But here, this is actually a funny little meme post for our enjoyment. Irrefutable proof that the Snark is right. Taboo topics are being silenced and censored. Conclusive evidence that Ethan farted in Denny's. Come on. That's disgusting. That is a defamatory lie.
So that is
33 million upvotes.
33.
I think it's actually far more than that. The T at the end, does that represent trillion?
Oh my God, that's a huge number.
So is that?
Oh wow. And hold my fart like a bong
Hold
rip.
on.
So I think that's 33 billion trillion upvotes.
That does not make sense. There's something fishy about that number.
What doesn't make sense is you still denying ripping ass in Denny's, dude.
Yeah,
Bro, I've never even been to
We
Denny's.
all fucking like everyone in the whole world millions of times over.
Well, listen, Sam, if you're watching and you want to come debate me about H3 Snark subreddit, I guess if you want to elect yourself as their they've elected you as their figurehead, so I come to you, my friend. Oh, they also suggested Hassan, who I'm sure
he would love to come chat with you about drama Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So this was the development, and I'm very glad and grateful that we're able to show irrefutable proof, not that I farted in Denny's, but that it's fake. So, Misha, thank you for the retraction that's forthcoming.
Basically,
and then,
irrefutable evidence.
And then we won't have any problems. We'll be, as they call it, dogs. This was one more post. Then we'll get into the love story. Oh, I need to tell you my Wendy's order. I never had a Baconator. Is that good? What do you guys recommend? I'm not a Wendy's.
I would go for the Dave's double or Dave's triple.
Dave's triple?
Are you a fan of baked potatoes?
You know what? Baked potatoes is one of those foods that I don't get it.
Come on.
Yeah, they're so good.
I mean, I get it, but
They're so good.
Like that's like what you do at home when you just don't care about anything.
I get it.
If you just like put it in the oven.
Vibes.
You know, their chili's good with the finger in it. That's good too.
Right. Can I use your finger?
Yeah.
I think the Baconator's a classic. I've never had it, but other people like it.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the Baconator.
For real?
Yeah.
Best sandwich.
I ordered a loaded nacho double cheeseburger without cheese.
Loaded nachos?
Cheeseburger without cheese.
What's the point of the nachos then?
Yeah. It's just a crispy.
It's just crispy.
Yeah.
I get that.
What the fuck? Hold on, let me look at their website. Wendy's.
They also had some good chicken burgers.
Oh god. Wait, I just realized all this food's gonna come during the Bachelor segment. Might be awkward. Let's see. Let's view their menu. Hopefully they have pictures. Yeah. All right. Let's get a combo. We love combos here. Pretzel bacon or nah? Baconator? That looks like, I don't know. It looks like a whole situation. The big bacon classic let me see what the... Bro, you order the craziest shit. I love that about you. What is this monstrosity?
Gee, that looks good, right?
No.
What do you mean?
It's a lot.
God, love.
You got
That's fine.
the bacon loaded cheeseburger.
I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
Dude, what shit looks bussin'.
You think the ghost pepper ranch chicken sandwich is actually spicy, or is it just a bullshit?
It's probably a little bit spicy.
Probably
That was my
bullshit.
second option. It looked real yummy.
I'll get the Dave's. Okay, here's what I want to do. Who's writing this, Sam or Lena?
I got you.
All right, get me the Dave's combo.
I'm sorry, Dave.
With the sody, with the diet sody, whatever they got.
You just want small, medium, large. You want double, triple?
Nah, just a regular.
All right.
Dave.
I'm not trying to. I got kids.
What kind of soda did you say?
If they got any kind of diet, anything, I'll take it. Root beer. I like root beer. Diet root beer is my shit right now.
Big up.
So good.
You know, their lemonade is so good.
For real.
They have the best lemonade like ever.
Like beer, Senator?
Well, and then also get me separately by itself a baconator. A baconator. I don't know why I said it like that.
All right.
Because I want to try it.
You got it.
And then we can romantically, after I take a bite, we'll split it between Jeff and Morgan. And they can eat lunch with us.
Sounds beautiful.
All right, so thank you guys. So this is my final point. I've talked a bit about how just there's a real clear thread of anti-Semitism going on in that subreddit as well. And somebody compiled, really with not a lot of effort, a whole bunch of the really fucked up things that is in that subreddit, anti-Semitic wise. So let's take a look here. This one says she looks like she's about to cast one of her Zionist spells about Elah, which is, okay. That's fine. I hate the narrative that citizens are considered innocent civilians in Israel when they are not. Literally all Israeli civilians that have to join end up being extremely vile. It is truly a sick and infected society. She's talking about Elah's mandatory service in Israel. And basically, was my problem with that guy. Second thought. He said that basically anyone in Israel, regardless of who they are, age, place of birth, because let's remember, Elah was born in Israel. Her parents were born in Israel. That they're somehow worthy of being slaughtered. And the title, let's not forget, is Ethan and Elah are evil. Yep. What's the logic that we're evil for not being willing to just let someone kill us? Okay. Also, that cute, sexy little soldier man in front of her, neo-Nazi username, looking distinctly blonde-haired and blue-eyed for a country of people that are, quote, native to the region of Palestine, looking very Aryan. Again, irony alert, Elah is like 90% Middle Eastern and 10% Italian, which isn't even Ashkenazi, I don't think. Ashkenazi is like East European Russian, I think.
No, it's an even more oppressed minority. The most oppressed minority.
The Italian Jews?
Italians. Just Italians in general.
The Italophobia.
It's off the charts, man.
Bro.
Italophobia is
I
off
couldn't live like that. Yeah, Elah is almost entirely Middle Eastern. Her family comes from Syria, Libya, and they left those countries during the pogroms. They were forced out during times of discrimination. And Elah's parents were born in Israel. 60% of the inhabitants of Israel are Middle Eastern. There are what's called Sephardic Jews, which Sephardic means essentially Middle Eastern. There are a lot of Ashkenazi Jews there, of course, about 40% of them, which would be considered European. But the majority of Jews there are actually Middle Eastern, and I think it's just absurd, this narrative that like I find the whole blood and land argument kind of silly anyway, only because the countries, it exists there. So like I think from like a place of, you know, understanding history and stuff, I think it's a good conversation. When you're talking about like what are we doing right now? I mean, there's a country with 7 million people there that exists, and like you kind of just have to accept that fact. But no, they're not. She is not European, pretty much at all. Brother, if this person continued, they says about me and Ela and all Israelis. If it looks like a Nazi and talks like a Nazi and supports war crimes committed by Nazis, like shock troopers, it's a Nazi. That was another one. These are the kind of conversations happening. To be fair, it could be her way of coping and growing up in a war zone. She grew up in a time where suicide bombings were prevalent and things were very scary on all sides. There was something. Oh, this is one of their users saying this sub is guilty of anti-Semitism all the time. Yep. I mean, again, not to get into all this again, but there's just like a real callousness for, and like imagine you're born somewhere without any choice of your own. Your parents were born there, and people are telling you to go back to Europe, go back to your home. Which home? The one that they were kicked out, that they had to leave like 100 years before? They're not even European. So like, what the fuck? And then Ela grew up at a time when it wasn't safe to go to a mall. It wasn't safe to go to a cafe. It wasn't safe to get on a bus. And again, we're not talking about right and wrong, because what Israel's doing is wrong right now. Israel is killing a ton of civilians, and it's horrible, and it's wrong. But what I do think is important is to consider that Israelis are not, and especially my wife, because I know her very well, and I can tell you, and myself, are not like cartoon evil people. You know what I mean? Like when you reduce Israelis to some cartoonish evil like that, then you only push them further away, because of course they're going to get defensive. Again, they were born there, their parents were born there, and people are telling them to go back home, colonizers. Like, go back to where exactly? Anyway. But the Ashkenazis certainly should get back to Russia, where they will be welcomed. Then this was really funny, because on one hand they go, Ela is a white colonizer. But then look at this one. They go, I find it ironic how much aggression they have for Arabs when Ela's ancestry looks like this. Oh, so she's an Arab. So Ela's an Arab, according to this person, and she's betraying her own people. According to the other person, she's a white colonizer, and she's amongst people that have not her people. It's crazy. And somehow both of these attitudes are living together in the same place. This comment was very nice. They probably swabbed the blood from her hands from her IDF days and accidentally sent that DNA in for testing. Very good. Very good. I'm sure that's what happened. Honestly, it's white people thinking they have a minority coin because they're Jewish. Once again, one of my favorite things about being Jewish is that I fit so perfectly and beautifully into any conspiracy theory you have. If you ask a white supremacist if I'm white, they'll say, fuck no, that dirty Jewish rat is nothing but white. Anything but white. We ask, if you ask a Twitter activist if Jews are white, they'll say they're the whitest motherfuckers alive. Nobody was been whiter, actually. Nobody. They're the whitest people alive. So like if you have if either side of the shoehorn of spectrum of belief can perfectly fit us into their conspiracy theory. Yeah. So that was fun. I love all this stuff. Ethan picks and chooses when he wants to be white and when he wants to be Jewish. So he can claim someone as being anti-Semitic to him. Boo-hoo, go cry about it, Ethan. Someone also said, where was the comment about you? Was that here? The one
It's
about
the next
it's the
slide.
next one. Yeah, and then again, these fine people continue to go after AB, who is an actual activist for Palestinians. Actually, I know this sounds crazy, but doing just angrily tweeting at people you don't like, I don't believe would fall under the category of activism. Although what AB has done, I don't think is debatable, really. I think you're an activist.
Thanks. Yeah, I'd argue that.
My favorite thing about AB is how he claims his Arab side when convenient, but also loves to remind people of how, quote, white passing he is. That's fucking nuts. As a fellow mixed person, I can't stand when other mixed people love to talk about how white passing they are. That's sick. That's like demented. 48 likes, by the way.
I put on my my Arab outfit for this one.
Nice.
Yeah. No, but it's funny because literally the only time I ever bring it up is like when I said it yesterday on the member stream, but like I'm trying to give credit. I don't feel like it's right for me to say that I go through the struggles that someone else goes through that looks Middle Eastern. Like I don't look Middle Eastern, I look white. So I'm trying to give them credit because it's not fair to me because I definitely have an advantage with certain things because I am white passing. That's the only time I ever bring it up.
Acknowledging your privilege is really important, actually. A lot of people would argue.
Yeah.
These people especially. These types of like Twitter activists, that's like one of their favorite things to attack people for.
If you want to have a progressive conversation, acknowledging your privilege is very important before you give your point. And I think that they're not having productive conversations.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they attribute everything in the most like fucked up, sinister, cynical way. And then this is what happens. They start talking about it, and because now this community is somehow become, people are just so eager to fucking hate me because I'm such a virile Zionist. I've become like the quintessential enemy of like the online activists. I'm somehow the worst that the world has to offer. So whatever they say about us on this deranged subreddit is now making it onto Twitter as gospel. For example, this characterization as AB just walking around being like, hey, I'm so awesome, I'm white passing, man. It sucked to not be white passing like me. I love it. It's the best. And then this person responds, again, 50 likes, 21 likes, no critical analysis. Oh my God, he said that? People like that never realize white people can sniff them out from a mile away and will never accept them as one of their own. It's like, bro, y'all are writing straight up world building novels, dude. What's the guy who wrote Dune? That guy's nothing compared to Snark.
Yeah, no, he's a hack.
So far from the truth. Like when I was a kid, because all my cousins, you know, they're fully Middle Eastern, and they would tease me for being half white, and I was like so desperate to try to fit in with them. Like it got to the point where like my dad even had to talk to his sister, my aunt, and say like, stop making comments about him being half white. Like he's a kid. Why are you always pointing that out?
Even your aunt? That's crazy.
Yeah. No, it drove me insane when I was a kid. I mean, now, you know, I'm happy that I'm mixed, but when I was younger, I hated it.
It's funny that they go, oh, it's such a, he just loves that he's better than us or something. And like your whole childhood, you're being like bullied and excluded and made to feel like shit, like you don't belong. And then at the same time, they're telling you like, oh, you love it, don't you? There's more. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was heartbroken when we did those ancestry results, and I found out that I was so white. It really fucked me up.
Wait, how white were you? I don't remember.
It was slightly over 50%.
Well, it's got to be 50% though, because your dad is you
Well,
got to be
my
50.
brother. Yeah, my brother-in-law was saying that like 15% of it was probably when like I forget what he said, but like when Lebanon and the French, some kind of something going on there.
Oh shit! So they
he said
snuck
it may be actually more. Yeah.
They snuck in some white DNA. So you are actually.
Oh no, you're not part French, are you?
I forget what it was.
Oh,
honestly.
no.
Wait, that means you're majority white. Don't tell Snark.
Oh no, French.
And this isn't just one post. This is from a
Not
different
just white,
thread.
It's one of the worst whites.
Isn't AB Muslim? Yeah, when it's convenient for him to be. He gives off Muslim by culture vibes.
Baker.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, what is this conversation on Snark? Like, these people are just like a group of like devout Muslims who have come together on Snark to talk about like these guys. I know that these are like white people probably being like,
for sure, for sure.
Oh, he's only Muslim by culture. It's like you're probably like some dumb fucking white loser that's not Muslim, doesn't know anything about Islam. It's like, what do you know about anything, you loser? I mean, it's kind of solidified by his behavior, they continue. The dude literally never brings up Islam, disregards the Quran consistently, but has the identity locked and loaded if anyone ever calls him out for any reason whatsoever. It's the exact same shit Ethan Ela pulled to defend themselves from backlash when they're saying or condoning hateful shit. Yeah. Oh, and Lena, I'm sorry, but this is fucking insane. What it turned into like conservative what the fuck is this comment? Look, pretty sure what Lena wears isn't appropriate to their culture either. Lol, but don't worry, she covers up and prays sometimes. Jesus. What the fuck?
Yeah,
We just
I
got
don't know
transported into like a conservative mosque?
It's not the first time I heard it. It doesn't bother me.
It bothers me. Leave Lena alone.
Right. But I don't know how all these
Get a
people
job.
come together.
Leave her alone. Get a job.
Thanks, Olivia.
Absolutely.
I don't know who these people are. They're white. They're like activists, Twitter activists, progressives, and also conservative Muslims at the same time. And they are also Jewish. They're born in Israel, I've seen.
I like how Olivia explained it earlier, that if they're really this passionate, why are they wasting their time just harassing others? They can be putting their efforts into something, that would better their cause.
Call your officials.
What's better than saying that you need to cover your shoulders or something?
Right. No, and I
hussy.
love that I'm fasting now just to make a point. They're fucking dying every day.
Yeah.
My mouth is so goddamn dry. I have a headache every day because I'm fasting. I'm doing that just for shtick though. Yeah.
Just so that you have the card if you need to pull.
Right.
Yeah. It's sick. These people are sick, and I hate that I have to talk about it. But like I said, it's come to a point where it's affecting me and my crew's mental welfare. It's affecting my business, and so at a certain point, you can look to the side for so long until you need to address it before it, eats you up. So that's what I'm doing with these people on Twitter, like Misha, who I hope will just retract and delete, and this subreddit, which is just absolutely deranged. And I don't know how it's possible Reddit hasn't just outright erased it. I'm glad they're on private, but I hope that Reddit just fucking nukes the damn thing because it's a liability to them also. Thank you.